Luck can swing the results of a single game, but it's bound to run out sooner. A familiar sight. Good deeds and bad. In the end,
โอ้ได้สองตัว
all will be placed upon the
แค่หน่อย
scale.
เดียวออนบ้างโอ้ไม่มีใครออนเปล่าสวัสดีครับ ไปทำภารกิจแต่ขี้เกียจจังเลยภารกิจเยอะเกินไป วันนี้โรยังไม่ได้ทำเลยเนี่ย
Luck can swing the...
จะฟังเครื่องนึงไปเปิดเพลงนั่นสิจะฟังเพลงนึงไปเปิดเพลงนึงให้กันฟังเลย
The sunshine will eventually illuminate every hidden corner.
Um, เปิดประตู
What should I do now? If only Sino was still around.
Excuse us. Has something happened?
Oh, I appreciate the concern, but who are you? Ah, friends of Sino. Well, I suppose it's not a secret or anything. since you two are interested, I'll just lay it out for you. My name is Nabil. I'm a matra in the academia. A case involving the smuggling of canned knowledge has come to our attention recently, but unfortunately, we don't have the people to handle it at the moment.
Huh? You mean the academia is short on mantra right now?
Well, not exactly. I suppose the main problem is that the case suddenly came up after General Mahamatra Sino left to go somewhere. It would be a real headache for us to tackle the case ourselves. Given the large scope of the issue, we talked things over internally and decided that we should find further assistance from outside the Matra. If you two have some time, would you lend us your strength?
All right. Since you asked so nicely, we'll help.
Yes, large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing on the market recently. We suspect there's a secret route being used to move the capsules. According to some research, using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious consequences. And unfortunately, most people have yet to realize that. Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous canned knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not, this case calls for urgent action. According to our current leads, it's highly likely that there are dealers selling canned knowledge outside the city, even as we speak. If you two could, please help us investigate the area.
You can count on us. Let's go.
เฮ้ยไซโน่ไปอยู่ไหนอะอ่าเลือกเลือก Oh, what is this?
Huh? It's Sino. What are you doing here?
Ah, it's you two. I knew I sensed a familiar presence. I'm currently in the middle of an investigation here. We'll have to chat some other time. There's been a recent case of canned knowledge smuggling. It seems that the smugglers are following an elaborate and dangerous scheme. I just happened to acquire some intel which led me here.
Hey, what do you know? We're also here to investigate that.
I see. Well, the situation might be more problematic than you anticipated. I've already questioned several people, but gained very little information. Long story short, I was able to learn of the secret location where the canned knowledge is being sold. You're welcome to accompany me if you're interested.
Whoa, that sounds pretty complicated. But having Sino around will definitely make things easier. All right, let's go round up those bad guys.
Surrender!
Fire hazard! Ooh, let me open it.
Ooh, let me open it.
Propagate! That didn't count. Decided by destiny. Delves into destiny. Scatter!
Is this all you got? Seems even less than last time.
What difference does it make? If you see something you like, buy it. If not, then keep walking.
They've been cracking down on us lately, so we don't have much on hand. If you see something that catches your eye, then now's your chance. There's no telling when we'll have more.
What does the Academia think they're doing? Alright, I'll take these here. Let me see what else you have. I don't see any real gems in this batch. It's all pretty ordinary stuff. Whatever, how much do I owe you?
150K. Show us the Mora, and you'll get the goods.
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
It hit Sino! When's he ever gonna let up?
Hey, forget the goods! Let's split!
But don't forget the Mora!
Keep nin choi.
Done! Not so fast! You can't escape with Paimon on the case!
What is this? He's got backup now? Doesn't everyone say Sino works alone? I don't like the looks of this. Either way, it's gonna be a tough fight. Any ideas?
It's over. It's not like we're making a big cut anyway. I'm not losing my life here.
Huh? Did they really just give up like that?
Just like the others I've cut. They're not deep in the circle, just dealers at the bottom of the chain. Alright, I have one question and one question only. Where did you get this canned knowledge?
The pickup location is different every time. The boss tells us where it's gonna be and that's it. We don't get a say in it. He sends someone every 5 days to bring us the goods.
And when is the next batch coming?
I don't know.
He's telling the truth. Honest! Normally, we should have received a shipment 3 days ago, but we didn't get anything. The stock we have right now is from 8 days ago, which is why there isn't much left.
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. 3 days ago is exactly when I started my investigation. I suspect who's ever running this whole thing knew that I was coming. So they cut all contact with these dealers. When you were trying to escape, you said something about me working alone. Where did you hear that from?
Are you kidding? We've known your name since day one in this business. The boss warned us to watch out and even gave us info about you. But here we are. I guess we never stood a chance.
They already knew all about me and were trying to avoid being detected from the very beginning. These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many we catch, it won't further our investigation. If only we had another lead. Like a merchant who sells large amounts of canned knowledge.
Huh? Oh, you mean someone like nothing?
Do you have a potential suspect? You'd better bring them to me for judgment.
Whoa! Judgment?
That's right. I won't turn a blind eye on any dangerous suspect.
Oh! Sounds like we shouldn't ever let Sino meet Dory.
I see. Anyway, I'll think of a way to deal with these two and then continue gathering information. If you manage to learn anything, you can find me at Caravan Rebot. And as for you, I don't ever want to catch you buying canned knowledge again. If you possess any unused knowledge capsules, then you should submit them to the authorities immediately. Okay, I got it. Just keep your nose out of my business.
Hey! What's with the attitude, mister?
What, you got a problem with that too? Listen, buying canned knowledge is a deal between two people, the buyer and the seller. We don't need people like you butting in on our business here. Think about it.
If the academia is hoarding something as convenient and useful like canned knowledge, then they must have been planning only to use it for themselves. Am I right?
The academia has clearly published the potential dangers of canned knowledge. I don't like having to repeat things. And besides, I'm sure you wouldn't listen anyway. I just hope you understand that your actions are what fuels the smuggling of canned knowledge. If I ever catch you again, I will personally see to it that you are punished. All right, Traveler. I need to go now.
Ha! You think you can scare me?
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory? She's got loads of connections and might be able to tell us something about all this. If Paimon remembers correctly, she's usually at the palace of Alcazar's array. Let's go!
Goof. Fine. What?
Nowhere to run!
I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention. No idea. Sorry. I've already cashed out of the canned knowledge business. Huh? You mean you stopped selling it? That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to fetch decent prices anymore. Besides, it seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else's market. If I'm gonna make Mora, it's gonna be the lion's share. Plus, with regulations getting as tight as they are now, I figured I might as well just hang it up. Aw, sounds like we came all this way for nothing. Well, not completely. Granted, I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out, I'll let you in on what I do know. After all, those smugglers have really crossed the line, butting their way into the market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can take over. I mean, so that the industry can become more fairly regulated. Hey, you just want to make more business for yourself. Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying. Naturally, that makes it a product worth a high price. Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus, the cost of production is relatively low, so even if dealers have to cover transportation costs, there's still an enormous profit to be made. Then why does the academia prohibit selling canned knowledge? Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the snap of your fingers does sound like a dream, doesn't it? But everything in the world comes at a price, right? Gaining knowledge is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. Even when it comes to my own business, I have to go through a lot of preparation before I put anything out for sale. But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. That inherently leads to at least two potential problems. First, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought, and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is flawed, then it'll be very difficult to correct. And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think. You'll end up becoming like a library that can only store knowledge. Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any negative effects? Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, which is exactly why I used to sell it. It's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused. It all comes down to balancing the right amount. Anyway, back to the point. There'll be consequences if the sale of canned knowledge by those smugglers is left unchecked. And what's worse, you're playing right into their hands by focusing only on the canned knowledge that's made its way into the market. As far as I know, their real purpose is to distribute information about the Court of Desolation. That's where the real business opportunity is. The Court of Desolation? What's that? Rumor has it that it's a site of ruins from the age of the Scarlet King. It's said that with the treasures inside, one can see beyond life and death. But any research of the ruins is strictly banned by the academia. Word on the street is that there'll be an auction taking place in the desert. They're auctioning rare canned knowledge, some of which is related to the Court of Desolation. Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion. I'd wager that their real target is the Court of Desolation. Because studying those ruins is not just a simple matter. It requires knowledge spanning several fields. So, if they're aiming to quickly assemble a research team, canned knowledge would be the best solution. As for the auction, chances are they're trying to attract and scout out anyone with interest or expertise on the subject. On the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the Court of Desolation. So, they might as well just make a fortune while they're at it by hyping up the related canned knowledge at the auction. Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the desert and see the auction. Who knows, we might find some leads there. That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location. As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? Now, let me consider how much I should sell this for. I've got it! 500,000 mora per kit! That's quite the bargain. We'll even offer a 50% discount for little Paimon's travel kit. Only 250,000 mora. What? That's super expensive! No need to worry, little one. Sino's the one heading this investigation, isn't he? I'll be sure to bill all the expenses to him. All you'll need to do is tell him to go to the Merchants Guild and pay the bill once the mission is completed. Just, be sure to not send him directly here, though, okay? That would leave me completely in the open. I'm sure the former General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid. Oh, the Mora. I can see it already. Loads of shiny Mora coming Dory's way. We'd better get going. If Dory keeps at it, we'll be out of Mora.
I just wish that some people would actually do their jobs.
กระเป๋า เคยหนวกกระเป๋าบางครับ
It
got news for you. What the smugglers are really after is a chance to research the Court of Desolation. They are hosting an auction in the desert to sell canned knowledge about those ruins.
The Court of Desolation. I won't ask how you came by this intel, but is it reliable?
We also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from the time of the Scarlet King. Is that true?
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of the Scarlet King. The ruins do contain treasures, but the place is also rife with unknown dangers. According to past research, one must forfeit their life as the price of entering. They are not some ordinary ruins, so the Academia has strictly prohibited any related research. However, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose your conclusion does hold some validity. Regardless, we need to go into the desert. Less in recent years, but there are always those who attempt to do so, both inside and outside the Academia. After all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures inside can see beyond life and death, or even resurrect the dead. Death is often the greatest grievance for many people. Though they're fully aware that the chance of these rumors being true are slim, they hold tight to such fantasies and pursue them regardless. That's why some continue to research it, regardless of it being a restricted subject. On top of that, it's hard to track the source of information contained in canned knowledge. Do you know where the auction is taking place? Good. We'll go investigate. But before that, we'll have to get rid of these people tailing us.
Huh? People tailing us?
That's right. Let's begin to leave town and see what happens. I'm sure they'll reveal themselves as soon as we make a move. Don't worry. I'll make short work of them.
That's Sino for you. But we can lend a hand too, you know.
Yeah. Oh.
Surrender! Nowhere to run!
What?
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I were you.
Huh? Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back. You must be Sino. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't return unscathed. And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you? Hmm?
That's right! We won't just sit back and do nothing!
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Sino? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investigation appear to be successful enough. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation. I can't think of a reason why you would pass that up.
Is that so? Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough. Get out of my way.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn back willingly, then we're gonna have to make you go back.
That's close enough.
Good stop. Oh, what is it? 100 101.2%. Hit rate. But no, not.
Spring forth! Propagate!
Surrender! Need.
Scatter!
Through me, justice is served. You stand condemned. You are not welcome here. Guilty. Nowhere to run. You want this one?
This doesn't change anything. You're in over your head, Sino. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret it. Let's get out of here.
Blue Min ท่าอย่างเก๋าอะ
No need. Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain. Besides, I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess. Just being associated with me will inevitably cause you to become targets as well. You should be careful from now on. Sleep with one eye open.
Wait, hold on! There's no way anyone could sleep without closing their eyes? Right?
You'd be surprised. Anyway, just be careful. Mercenaries are never quick to forget. In their line of work, even a single failure is bad for reputation. They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time, waiting for the right moment to ambush you. Yes, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was carrying out a mission with one of my superiors. I didn't have much experience at the time, and I let my guard down after we had closed the case. We ended up being attacked by the remainder of the mercenaries. My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to gain control of the situation. I've become more vigilant ever since, staying alert even while I sleep.
Whoa, who could have seen that coming? Was he okay?
He survived with a fractured wrist. It took 2 months for him to recover, but luckily, there weren't any further complications. Last year, he transferred to an administrative role for personal reasons, and no longer participates in live missions. His name is Taj Radkani, a very well-respected Matra. You'll have the chance to meet him someday. Anyway, our mission will be dangerous. I'm already used to such grueling conditions, but I don't want to see you two get hurt.
Don't worry, Paimon will stay alert. We'll see danger coming a mile away.
Good. Don't worry. It won't be long till we're at the bottom of this. And once this is all over, I'll sweep away any other hidden dangers.
เมื่อคุณเล่นเควสภารกิจในเรื่องไซโนแล้วคุณมาเจอสิ่งที่คุณไม่คิดว่ามันจะหอมหวานมาก
Your journey ends here.
Fate is upon you. Shadows of fate.
Judgment is upon you. Well played.
Lord of Sand, your sacrifice is ready.
Their penance is due.
The golden slumber.
Golden Slumber เกม
A well-deserved find.
แต่เฟอร์นิเจอร์ก็เอาไปใส่กับตัวละครก็จะได้อีกที่หนึ่งแล้วก็ไม่คิดว่าจะเจอแค่อันเดียวด้วยฉันมาเจอเยอะมากเลยดูดิ ด้านหน้าก็มีเมื่อคุณเล่นเควสไซโนแต่คุณไม่คิดว่ามันจะเจอคือแบบเจอเยอะมากเลยเควสภารกิจไซโน
Ooh, let me open it.
ก็จะลืมไปเลยเมื่อคุณมาเล่นเควสในเรื่องไซโนนี่แหละจริงๆก็ไม่เคยคิดหรอกนะว่าตัวเองจะเหลืออะไรพวกนี้
A familiar sight.
Time to
Delve into death. Scatter.
Surrender.
ไซโนกับอาการตีไวโดยที่ไม่จำเป็นต้องมีตีหนึ่ง
Written
เรา
in
เล่น
the
หอสกาย
stars.
หวานยังไงล่ะ
Nowhere to run.
Germinate.
Your sins weigh upon
อันตี
your
เรา
soul.
รัวด้วยนะ
You stay condemned.
You won this one.
Wealth is the foundation on which civilization is built.
สังเกตดูรอบๆเธอมีอะไรให้เก็บอีกเล่นเควสภารกิจภารกิจหลักไซโน่นี่คือสุดยอดมากเลยเจอของยังเยอะเลยถูกใจถูกใจ ตอนแรกก็ว่าจะไม่เล่นนะภารกิจไซโน่ลองคิดเล่นดู ภารกิจเยอะมากลองคิดเล่นดูแล้วมาเจอกล่องแจ๋วอยู่นะเรียบร้อยไดโน่กับหอสกายหวาดไม่ต้องพึ่ง C1 ก็ตีไวได้ตีมันด้วยมันตีรวยดาเมจก็ดียอดเลยนะขิง ล้อเล่นเป็นแค่ตายฟรีดาเมจน้อย
So hot. If only there was some shape for us to cool off under.
We still have a long way to go, so you'll need to hang in there for a while longer. This is not a good place to rest anyway.
ผมจะไม่อ่านซับหรอกนะเพราะอยากจะฟังเสียงตัวละครมากกว่า
But don't you feel
ส
hot
วัสดีครับ
too, Sino?
ยินดีต้อนรับเข้าสู่ไอทีทีไว้ฮะ
Of course, but I'm accustomed to these conditions.
พอดีลงคลิปแต่ใน
Care to
TikTok
share
ส่วนใหญ่
any
ไม่ได้ไลฟ์
tips? Paimon's about to melt away.
Just try to stay focused. Use your willpower to support your mind. The moment you start to give in is when you'll feel more tired. Take one step after another. Don't let your mind perceive your body's limitations. We must get somewhere safe before we can relax.
Okay, if you say so. But where would be a more safe place to rest? Paimon thinks this is a perfectly safe place to stop. Just look around, it's just sand and desert. There aren't any monsters for miles around. Whoa! Where did these scorpions come from?
Watch out. Something's not right about them.
โอ้ยเดี๋ยวคือยังไม่ได้พร้อมเลยเด้จัดไปแล้ว
Decided by destiny. Propagate.
Futile!
โดนอันติโมนาแล้วแบบวิ่งถอยกำลังโจมตีก็คือโดนดาเมจโมนาแตก
Well, Paimon really didn't expect to see those here.
Those weren't just normal scorpions. See? There are marked numbers on their pincers. They were raised by someone. Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. These scorpions were sent to keep us away. We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see. If we were roads in the desert, so how could they know where we are? Stay still.
What? What?
Here's the answer. They must have planted this on you.
Huh? What is it?
A miniature tracking device made by the Ksharawar. They can use this to discern your approximate location. But this device wasn't licensed for mass production. Where did they get it? Could someone from the Ksharawar also be involved? But that doesn't seem right.
Whoa! Paimon never knew that kind of thing even existed! Why would it be on her?
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenaries earlier. It was a frantic fight. It's only natural you didn't notice the device.
Well, good thing you were able to find it, Sino. Now let's get rid of it.
No. Hold on to it for now. It might still be useful for us. Let's keep heading to the auction. It would be dangerous to linger here any longer.
มันต้องวิ่งเล่นหากล่องเลยไปเก็บไซโน่ ชอบซูเมรุจังเลยเอา
Let me scry. They're back again! How many of them are there?
เอาไว้ก่อน โอ้ my god ไม่ได้ โอ้ เป็นประโยชน์มากเลยนะ
Ooh, will we find any firework materials in here?
ตอนนั้นก็อยากไปเดี๋ยวตีทั้งป้องกัน
Written in the stars. Shadows of fate. Ah! Scatter.
โอเคภารกิจให้ไปตรงใกล้ๆจุดนั้นสู้กับหุ่นไดโนเสาร์เปลี่ยนธาตุได้นะเอาอะไรกันเนี่ย
Finding. Let me scry. Offensive reprieve. Ha!
Through me, justice is served. Guilty.
Your penance is due!
คุณดูธาตุเป็นธาตุม่วงเรียบร้อย
Germinate. Propagate. Fate is upon you. Shadows of fate.
หุ่นที่สามารถดูดซับธาตุได้หลังจากใช้สกิลในการยิงปืนเนี่ยนะดี
Weird. Is this where the action is?
นึกความรู้เต็ม
Yeah, not a single soul. Maybe they're on break right now or something.
They didn't waste any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. They shouldn't have been able to give any warning of our arrival. But even so, they still knew we were coming. Someone here must have been watching the tracker and warned everyone to clear out.
Aw, what should we do now?
We searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly. There might still be something left for us to find.
All right, let's take a good look around the area.
สุดยอดเลยอะเป็นภารกิจไซโนนี่สุดฟุตปรินท์รอยตีนรอยเท้า
Did you find anything?
No, nothing in particular.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation, so they carried those off. But don't worry. I have another idea. You two start heading back the way we came. I will come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then. They packed up in a hurry and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. They won't just leave them here. Once they think we've left the premises, they'll be back to pick up their belongings. We just need to make sure the tracker goes far enough from here to make them assume that it's safe to come back.
Oh, Paimon gets it. We'll lure them out because they'll think we've left. Okay, we'll start heading away and leave this place to you.
Yes, and don't worry. If they dare to return, I'll make sure they stay.
ให้เป็นตัวล่อเซโน่ยืนรอพอดีฉันไปเปิดจุดวาร์ปเลยเหลือทุกอย่างไว้นี่เรามาเล่นภารกิจไซโน่นี่คือรู้สึกว่าเหมาะเจาะมากเดี๋ยวอะไรมันจะเหมาะเจาะขนาดนั้น โอ้นั่นถ้าฆ่าได้น่าจะเป็นกล่องแล้ว
Nowhere to run!
ต้องรีบนะโอเค
My judgment has failed.
Why?
Ugh, so tired. We've probably gone far enough now, right?
สูงไปเหรอ
Further? But Paimon can't go another step. How about we rest here for a while? It's probably about time for us to head back to the auction. Let's go. Maybe Sino's finally found some leads.
What the เอ้าเดี๋ยว
We can do this.
เอาเกิดตีไซโน่เอาหลังจากไซโน่ตายนี่บาบาร่าไม่ชุบเลย
La, 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 la.
หลังจากไซโน่ตายนี่ทำไมบาบาร่ารอบนี้ไม่ชุบอะบาบาร่าก็รีเอเนจีเยอะอันตีเต็มไว้โมนาก็อันตีติดคูลดาวน์อีกแต่ละตัวไม่เน้นแรงแต่เน้นสกิลรัวหาทำสายเฟี้ยวก็ไปเลยเล่นภารกิจไซโน่นี่เจอกล่องเยอะมากเลยแต่วิ่งไปจน 50-60% นั้น
Like a lamb to the slaughter. Close enough.
Delved into destiny, decided by destiny. Ha!
You die. Need your Surrender.
ถ้าเมนโปโกล่าก็ไม่ใช่น้อยๆนะก็4,000อยู่นะกดอันตีไปก็30,000อยู่นะ
A well-deserved find.
ภารกิจเฟลเพราะว่าไซโนตายเหรอ
Oh, looks like Sino cut someone.
ไม่ได้เฟลเสร็จแล้ว
So you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya? All right, tell Paimon everything you know.
อ๋อคนละภารกิจกัน
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. Rather, I laid low and observed for a while instead. He is not the primary instigator, but he is most likely one of the more important dealers here. Am I right?
Yes, impressive. You certainly live up to your reputation, Sino. If I had any idea you were still around, I wouldn't have gotten so greedy.
Huh? Greedy? What do you mean by that?
Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once. Obviously, there wasn't time to pack up everything. Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could. You know, free merchandise is good business, but I suppose there's no use explaining it now.
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge, correct? Will you tell us willingly? Or do I need to make you talk?
No, I'll talk. But before that, perhaps we can take the conversation elsewhere? If we stay here, chances are that someone will see me with you. That would put both me and my family in danger.
All right. Where do you suggest we go?
How about my home in Aru Village? It should be safe there.
Fine. Let's head out. You can throw away the tracker now, traveler.
Listen, buddy, you better not try to trick us.
Come on now. Do you really think I'd try to pull anything under Sino's watch? Seriously, what can I even do?
จะฟาร์มนะแต่มันไว้ไว้ลายเมื่อกี้มีภารกิจแถวนี้ภารกิจเปิดกล่องมั้ง
Nowhere to run!
ไปรุ่นสเตมิน่าหมดรู้งี้อาตายุมารู้สึกว่าตัวละครที่อยู่ในทะเลทรายดีที่สุดน่าจะเป็นซายุหรือมั้งโอ้ไปกินล้มเหลวเอาเถอะมากไว้เถอะ
Shadows of fate delve into death. Written in the stars.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. You stand condemned.
ดาเมจมันจะเยอะแต่ไม่ได้เยอะนะ
Wealth is the foundation on which civilization is built.
พื้นที่ที่ไม่เคยมาอีกเนี่ย
Futile!
A familiar sight.
ป่าแล้วเชียวเจ๋งเล่นภารกิจไซโน่ได้ของเยอะขนาดนี้เจ๋งสุดไปแล้วที่บอกว่าจะเยอะเกินไปแล้วนี่หมายถึงภารกิจอะยิ่งมาทางอารูวิลเลจเต็มเลย
Dad, you're back.
หืม
Oh,
จาน
we have guests.
What?
Hi there.
อันนี้จานอันนี้ถ้วย
This is my daughter, Simin. She can be a little shy of strangers. Why don't you run along now, dear? Dad needs to talk with our guests.
Oh, okay.
Everyone knows Sino in our business, but let me ask, who are you two?
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see Sino, the lone operator, working with any partners. When I saw the tracker start moving away, I assumed you had decided to just go back empty-handed. But even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can.
ก็นี่อะไรอ่ะเนี่ย
You should abandon this investigation.
Why is that?
Everything from the manufacturing of canned knowledge to the sales and even splitting the profits. Every step of the process involves dozens, if not hundreds of people. Massive profits have brought everyone together in this business. Everyone will try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and difficult fight, even for you, Sino. And even if you manage to win in the
ใคร
end,
มาหวั่นไหวอะไร
no
เนี่ย
one will thank you. If anything, you yourself might even feel remorse.
Everyone has their own reasons for what they do. I don't have to explain mine.
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
โอ้
Right.
เด็กดีเด็ก
I
ดี
forgot to offer tea to our guests. Thank you.
Don't mention it. And, I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in to make it a little tastier.
เด็กดี
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll buy some more next time.
Yes, we do. Okay. I'm gonna go have a rest now.
ไซโน่ยิ้มด้วยเหรอ
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits? That sure doesn't seem to be the case for you.
ไม่ได้เห็นไซโน่ยิ้มในภารกิจแบบนี้นานแล้วนะนี่
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
ไม่สิ
I
ต้องบอกว่าไม่เคย
was hoping to ask you for a favor. My daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs. Even slightly strenuous exercise can cause her to faint and prove to be a life-threatening risk. That's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time. She has to take lots of medicine, and it doesn't come cheap. As for me, I was just an average merchant. I would wake up early and travel all around to make a profit. But the Mora was still nowhere near enough. I could only watch my daughter's health deteriorate day by day. Until one day, someone reached out and showed me a way to really make a profit.
Selling canned knowledge.
That's right. With all the Mora I made, I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. Nothing made me happier than seeing her get better. There are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge might seem like an unforgivable crime to you, but to us, it's a means of survival. I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind. Please, stay out of this, Sino. Give us a way to survive.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the sale of canned knowledge, his daughter will...
I must get to the truth. I can find someone to help treat your child, but I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling. These are two completely different issues.
I somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to
ก็
help
รัก
my
ษานี่
daughter
คือไทนา
is
รีอ
enough
ย่าง
for
เดียว
me.
ไซโน่นี่
Since you
ความหมาย
insist on continuing the investigation, you should have a look around the back of my home. You'll find some goods I received just
ติ๊ก
recently.
เหรอ
I think everything will become clear to you once you see them.
คิดติ๊ก
Whoa! Look at all of this!
ชอบสีม่วง สี
Yes,
เขียวก็สวยสี
all
ม่วงก็
neatly packed away and organized in boxes. To think that this is only one dealer's worth. Small producers couldn't possibly support such a large quantity of goods. Could the academia have a hand in this? But such a volume of goods wouldn't be able to slip through inspection.
Huh? Look! These seem different from the other knowledge capsules we've seen. Maybe they contain knowledge about the Court of Desolation.
Yes, that would make sense. Wait, what's this? Yes, it's a Matra seal, indicating that the goods have passed Matra inspection. I started to suspect that someone in the academia might be involved when I found the tracker earlier. But how they could ship so much canned knowledge out of the academia was still a mystery. The pieces have now all fallen into place. With this Matra seal, goods can leave the academia without undergoing a second inspection. No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns out that a Matra is behind this. Even I find it hard to believe. Could I ask you for a favor, Traveler? Since all this canned knowledge came from the academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the Court of Desolation originated from research files stored within the academia. If we can enter the repository, we can find out who accessed these files. But considering my current status, if I suddenly show up at the academia now, it will only draw unnecessary attention. You'll need to be the one who checks the records. I'll write a letter to Nabil, and he'll take you there.
Sure thing! Leave it to us!
I'll also keep working here in the meantime. Although our leads are all currently pointing to someone within the academia, it's obvious that they also have power outside of it. We can get more information on other dealers from Bahari. I'll stay here and make some preparations. You can come find me anytime if you uncover more info.
เรียบร้อยสถาบันโดนไซโน่จ้องจะเล่นคุณเกลียดคำนี้เถอะคำเหมือนเก๋ไซโน่จ้องจะเซตหยอคุณสถาบันก็เลยเกลียดคำนี้
Surrender!
อลังการ
Hello, we meet again. How's the investigation going? Oh, so you were able to find Sino after all. I hope he's doing all right. I read the letter and must admit that I
แสง
hadn't
อาราม
expected
แบบ
things to be so
เกิ
serious.
น
Sorry.
ฉันแค่ปรับระ
Had
ดับ
I
กลาง
known it
เอ
would be
ง
so
นี่ทำไม
dangerous,
แสงมันข
I
นาด
never would
นี้
have gotten you two involved.
It's alright. We wanted to help Sino
ไม่ได้
too.
สังเกตไม่รู้เท่าไหร่เลย วิ่งอยู่แถวทะเลทราย
I can tell that he really trusts you. The research files stored away in the restricted repository are far from ordinary. Everything there is essentially about dangerous research that's forbidden by the academia. Even I don't usually have authorization to enter, but with this letter from Sino, it shouldn't be a problem. That's right. Granted, the academia is very supportive when it comes to research. They encourage scholars to conduct all kinds of studies. However, some forms of research have proven to be so dangerous that the Matra have to step in and put a stop to them. Normally, after some particular research becomes prohibited, majority of the related files will be destroyed. But some information may be retained as a record to warn later researchers. Such information is kept in the restricted repository, which is heavily guarded. Follow me, I'll show you. Hopefully, we'll find the answers that Sino is looking for.
The restricted repository. Sounds kinda dangerous. We'd better keep an eye out.
ไม่รู้สิ นี่มันห้องแห่งความรู้นี่รุ่นหนังสือ
Okay, I understand. Since Sino is vouching for you, I suppose we can trust you. You may browse the information regarding the Court of Desolation. Ask me if you have any questions. But I'd suggest avoiding any other research files. Sometimes the less you know, the better.
อย่างแกเจ๊งอย่างเก๊กเลย
So this is the restricted repository. I never thought I'd see the inside of it. This is a first for both you and me.
เยบาจากไซโน่ด้วยเหรอ
There are many who do not
Antu.
openly converse with
Uteba.
others within the academia. But even so, there are very few who I feel could be trusted with a real secret. Sino happens to be one of them. Even though he's no longer in the academia, I still trust him. And that goes for anyone he trusts as well. The files are over there. Just make it quick.
เรื่องราวของนักวิจัยที่ถูกกักขังผู้ชอบเฟอร์นิเจอร์สวยดี เรื่องราวของนักวิจัยทฤษฎีธาตุที่ถูกไล่ออกจากสถาบันไอ้ด็อกเตอร์อะไรนะด็อกเตอร์อะไรทุกอย่างที่อยู่หน่วยฟาทุยถูกไล่ออกจากสถาบันนะขี้เกียจอ่านจังเลย เยอะไป การชุบชีวิตคนตาย
Whoa, there's a lot to read here. Have you found anything yet? Huh, it reminds Paimon of Sino's former partner.
His former partner? That would be Taj Radkani. But you're not far off. Mortada Radkani was Taj's only son.
What? Taj's son went to prison for researching the Court of Desolation?
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a Matra, aren't you?
It's just that they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known. All I knew was that Taj's son was taken to prison. It's not just me. I bet even Sino didn't know about it.
No. Unfortunately, there isn't. He took his own life not long after he went to prison. You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. Every Matra knows him.
ไออีกคนนึงอะตายแล้วแต่จำชื่อไม่ได้ชื่ออ่านยากเกินไม่รู้จะอ่านชื่อยังไง
Which makes him one of the most
Madaอะไร
experienced
สักอย่าง
Matra. He is a man of integrity and honesty, and has made countless achievements.
ชื่ออ่านยากเกิน
His reputation goes back a long way now. He used to be Sino's only partner. Taj is also skilled with the polearm, so the two of them used to practice together when they weren't out on a mission.
Ah, right. I heard Sino mention that before. But one day, Taj suddenly decided to retire from active duty and transfer to an administrative position. I wonder if it had anything to do with the Mortada incident.
มอทาดา
Taj was already very
Aye,
well known by
Tokchivit.
the time Mortada was born. So when Mortada came to study at the academia, everyone had high expectations of him. He had to face a lot of pressure. Then he had an unpleasant dispute with his father, but they were eventually able to work things out. Not long after they had reconciled, Mortada was caught studying the Court of Desolation, which is in violation of academia rules. Taj arrested his son and put him behind bars. He begged for leniency, but Taj wouldn't agree. Shortly after, Mortada slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl. By the time Taj arrived at the scene, it was already too late. He never had a last chance to see his son. Since then, Taj has been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face. I guess that's why he chose to move to administrative work.
I had no idea that happened. That must be really hard for Taj. I've never heard him mention that to anyone.
That's awful. Paimon feels terrible now. Are you okay, Traveler?
พาดได้สัมผัสงานวิจัยของมูทาดา มูทาดาเอาเศษชามปาดคอตัวเองตายใน
Wait,
คุก
don't tell me you're starting to suspect Taj now. Impossible. Taj would never do that. I mean, yes, he does have a big reputation and has access to such research, but this is Taj we're talking about. He would never do anything against regulations. Never.
But if you claim that the canned knowledge was originating from the academia, then Taj is indeed a suspect. Because he was the only one who could have recently gone through research files about the Court of Desolation. There are so many files about those ruins that it would be difficult to restart any research, since the 7 original researchers were put behind bars. It's hard enough just trying to make sense of these files. However, if the files were made into
But even so,
according to the legend,
It's
though I don't really. Do you have any
Hachiko.
questions?
Paimon's
God.
kinda confused. What?
oh, now that I think about it, Sino suspected that the canned knowledge was coming. There's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Don't worry, Tosh. I won't let your reputation.
Alrighty then. Let's go ask around.
ฉันได้ประตูใหม่ในการคอม What? No? What the?
Excuse me, have you seen any large ship?
No, not that I'm aware of. Nowhere to run!
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia?
Huh. Well, yes, but isn't that pretty normal? The academia consumes so many resources each day, everything from cooking ingredients, raw materials, even equipment for experiments. It's
Right, but we're looking for shipments with...
that I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice whether the goods have...
What the?
Excuse me. Have you seen any...
Huh?
I'm just checking to ensure nothing...
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but I did notice something. There's a Kashar researcher who's been making frequent shipments recently. Dozen of large boxes each time, if not more. When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kashar used to often sell scrap machines to traveling merchants, so I didn't really think anything of it. But he's been making a lot of shipments lately. There weren't ever so many outdated machines before.
And you didn't find that suspicious? Why didn't you report it for inspection?
Well, the boxes were stamped with a Matra seal. Why should I bother? Of course, I did start to wonder about the seal once, thinking that maybe they forged it or something. But you know, a man named Taj came here and told me that he'd already inspected the goods personally and ordered me to leave the researcher alone. I couldn't question his word, could I?
Impossible. There must be some sort of mistake. There's no way Taj would ever... No, I won't believe it. Taj is an honorable man. Someone must be trying to frame him. Wait, I know another Matra who works with Taj. I can ask him to let us speak with Taj.
ไปแล้ว
As I've already told you, I don't have any way to contact Taj. A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. I was standing outside of the door, and I vaguely heard them say, "Found it." Before I realized it, the door opened, and Taj left with the group of them. I noticed that he had also changed into Eremite attire. But Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to feel a little concerned about the whole thing. If you'd like to speak with him, maybe you can try visiting his home. He lives just on the outside.
A group of Eremites? Could Taj really be the one making all the canned knowledge?
No way. Taj is just like Sino. They're considered heroes among the Matra. There's no way that he would... Fine. Looks like there's no other choice.
Hey, don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and for all.
So, this is Taj's place.
Well, what should we do then? Do we break in?
No. Wait, the door's unlocked. Did Taj leave in a hurry? Well, anyway, we're still not sure if he's the real culprit. Probably not a good idea to go in without permission. You're right. Even if we apply for a warrant now, we won't be able to do anything until tomorrow at the earliest. What's this?
It's a paper full of names written on it. Oh, and a map. Nabil, can you make any sense of this?
Yes, this is definitely Taj's handwriting. These papers look like records. These are the transactions between Taj and some other people. From the look of the numbers, the scale of this smuggling case is absolutely massive. The whole operation involves more than 300 people, including dozens of celebrities. These are famous scholars, merchants, mercenaries. I have a feeling that Sino might be unaware of what he's up against. There's no way anyone could face such a large organization on their own. You're right, that's just who he is. As for the map, it appears to indicate the location of the Court of Desolation. Let's take it to Sino and let him decide how to proceed.
Oh. Display it again.
If Taj really has turned on his honor and committed these terrible acts, then I suspect that he might already be at the Court of Desolation as we speak. I don't want to suspect him, but I also don't know him very well. Maybe Sino will know what to do.
All right, we'll give these to Sino and see. Let's go.
Mà qua ไปจุดตกปลาง่ายดิโอ้ติด flowers
Well, Sino...
Taj. It's been a while since I last saw him. From what I remember, he is a straight-laced man. Although he would resort to extreme measures from time to time, he would never do anything against his beliefs.
So do you think he's the one behind all this?
I'm still not sure. I cannot imagine how devastating the incident with Mortada was for him. Nor can I deny the possibility that people can change. Whether it's out of love for his son or for other reasons, we have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather, the person he's become. That's right. It's clear that he had a hand in this case, yet he made no report of it. There's no doubting that. That's also why I need to see him. I must ask his reasoning and judge him myself. Time is ticking. Let's go. A familiar sight.
ว่างเวงก็
Our perseverance has paid off.
เป็นไซโน่หรือของเยอะอีก
Nowhere to run! Let the show begin.
Let me scry.
Leave my
Fate is upon you.
Futile!
A well-deserved find.
A well-deserved find.
Surrender! Futile!
เอา โอ้โห
A well-deserved find.
โอ้ลืมบอกตำแหน่งนี่หว่าแฮป
Written in the stars.
Let's dance. Ready, steady, go!
พลังแห่งการฮิว World deserve โอ้พลังแห่งการฮิว
So this is the Court of Desolation. Are there really any treasures buried here? Oh, Paimon's kinda nervous. Could it be dangerous?
Don't worry. You'll be safe with me.
Don't worry
Terminate! Ha!
ไซโน่กับดาเมจไม่มีอีกแล้วในรอบนี้มี
Nowhere to run!
Delve into death.
Let the show begin.
โอ้
Look! These walls have definitely seen better days. Was there some sort of fight here? Let's keep going and see what we can find.
นี่ติดกี้ทุกดอกอะนะ
Guilty!
Whoa! Is this in Paimon? Or did that passageway just rotate? It's not gonna start moving again, is it? Either way, we should be careful.
เดี๋ยวแล้วนี่มันคือเมือกอะไรครับตรงทางเดินมีเหมือนเมือกอะไร
Futile!
Fate is upon you. Propagate.
Nowhere to run!
เป็นภารกิจเควสที่สวยงามมากไฟสีม่วง What ผู้ลายตา
A passage! Hopefully that's our way in.
ไม่ต้องหันด้านหน้าหันหน้าไปด้านอื่นเลยเท่โคตรลายตา
That eye seems to be staring right at us. This place gives Paimon the creeps. You go first.
โอ้เป็นหัวเขาเป็นหัวไปไกลด้วยภารกิจแบบนี้สวยดีนะจะปวดหัวเกมกูจะอ้วกแตก
Let's dance. Shadows of fate.
ได้แค่หมื่นเดียวเองเหรอไม่โน่ตัวเองโหดกว่านี้อีกแต่ลายตาจะอ้วกจริงนะเนี่ย
Taj.
Ah, Sino. It's been some time since I've seen you last. I trust you are doing well. Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume. Even faster than I expected. Is it because you have some new partners now?
That's right. This case is nearly closed. But the most important answer still eludes me. Was it all your doing? Smuggling the canned knowledge? The research of the Court of Desolation?
Yes, it was me.
Then explain why.
That's the difficult part. Let's just say I've changed. I've become a selfish coward who only wants to pursue his own interests.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, really? Way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later. When you're young, you press forward, unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart. But as you begin to age, you start to become more cautious. You know many things are wrong, but
still turn a blind eye to them. I was the same. I never questioned my actions until Murtada died. I could feel the justice that I once strived to uphold slowly crumbling in my heart. I was completely dedicated to all that I did, but as I grew older, I found myself feeling alone, miserable. Can you imagine what it feels like to not have the will to live, but not be able to die? Murtada was sent to prison by my own hands. I set myself on this painful path. My son hated me till the day he died, and now I must live with that pain and regret. I failed him as a father. But now I have a chance to make it right. A chance to reunite with him. The Court of Desolation. Here lies the key to overcoming life and death. The power to even bring the dead back to life.
So, did you already find what you needed here?
See this door behind me? Behind it lies the treasures that I seek. I'm so close, Sino. If only you hadn't arrived now, I could already have...
Enough conjecture. What has happened is already part of the past. You cannot bring the dead back to life. In the end, the treasures you seek are nothing but myths and legend.
Since you're so sure, why don't you just let me open the door and see then?
No. I sense danger behind that door. There will be dire consequences the moment you open it.
I beg you, as an old partner, can you let me fulfill my last wish just this once? Surely you get it by now. Doing your job without mercy will only drive people away from you. I'm the prime example.
I don't overthink things. If there is only one way for me to defend my principles, then that is the path I will take.
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all. This power is mine.
What is this โอ้
Written in the
เท่นะ
stars.
I'll protect us.
พลังแห่งฮิวเอาทำไมฉันวิ่งไม่ออก
I will set things right no matter what the cost.
รู้จักพลังแห่งฮิลเลอร์ซะ
Your sins weigh upon your soul. You stay condemned.
พลังแห่งฮิลเลอร์
Your strength.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember. I gained new power when I entered the Court of Desolation. This is only a taste of it. Once I open the door behind me, this power will be complete. Even life and death will have no grip on me.
Uh-oh. We have to stop this guy!
I won't let you open that door.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me now that you're injured. Or are you ready to sacrifice your life for this?
I'll do what I have to.
I still remember when we first became partners. You were always charging forward and putting your life on the line, just like now. Even after all this time, you still haven't changed.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names and map in your house on purpose, didn't you? You wanted me to be able to find you here. All of this was just part of the act you were putting on. What happened just now was also part of your plan. You might have fooled those on the list, but you will not fool me. I had my suspicions from the beginning. But I couldn't be sure until we fought. If he really had changed, your fighting style wouldn't be as it was before.
Huh? What do you mean, Sino?
He never planned on opening the door. His true intention was...
What's happening?
Seems our time is running short. Let me make this quick then. After Mortada died, my spirit was crushed. For a long time, I was hoping this reality was just some terrible nightmare. I hoped I would just wake up and be able to see his smiling face again. That is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation together. I did some investigation of my own and discovered they were part of a massive organization. People from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search, pouring countless mora into secret research, even sacrificing lives in hopes that the Court of Desolation would appear.
No wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale operation was already in motion.
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated and considered it. The thought of bringing my son back tugged at my heart, but in the end, I came to my senses. I knew that I could not let myself go down that path. I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation, a place that once drove people to tragedy, was still doing so, even centuries later. As long as this place exists, people will recklessly seek it out, just as Mortada did, generation after generation, regardless of the cost. Let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out. That's right. I acted as if I had abandoned my convictions just so that they would cooperate without raising any suspicion. This was the only way I could find and destroy this place. But that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. The Academia forbids the research of the Court of Desolation, so they would never approve my plan in the first place. To add to the problem, the organization is so powerful that they even have members working within the Academia. If I wished to destroy the organization, I couldn't just count on the Academia alone.
So, you pretended to be the one behind all this, as a test for me.
Yes. I'm sorry, but now I am assured. You haven't changed at all. You are still as you always were, fearless, and making no compromise. Anyway, this place is collapsing. You must leave now.
Wait! Aren't you leaving too? There are still loads of bad guys to catch outside!
His fate is already sealed. There is no life left inside him. He is like a candle with no more wick to burn. You planned it all from the very beginning, didn't you? Risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrificing your own life to open and destroy the Court of Desolation.
Regardless, I made a grave mistake by allowing the smuggling and the research of this place. Let this be the final judgment on myself. I was always so busy with work that I never made time to fulfill Mortada's wishes. Finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here, I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against me. I'll leave all those people on the list to you. Sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
There's nothing to be sorry for. We are partners. If you see Mortada, send him my greetings. Goodbye, old friend.
Why are they so strict with me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
All right, Dad. Let's start over. By the way, I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue. Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Because we are Matra.
The Court of Desolation has...
Just as Taj said, that place had caused too many disasters and tragedies. Being buried in quicksand is its rightful end. To them, as long as there's more to be made, they will disregard the Academia's rules, whether it's the Court of Desolation or anything else. Their only goal is to make massive profits off of dangerous research. Taj may have set them back with the Court of Desolation, but it won't be long before they continue searching for another target. That's an
ไค
opportunity
โน
that I
วิ่ง
will
โคตร
not
ไว
let
เล
them
ย
have.
วิ่งไวก็รู้มีนกู
We'll
อีก
help too.
Thank
เรื่อง
you,
เศร้ามาก
but you've already done enough. Just leave the rest to me. I will bring them to justice myself. Besides, I promised you that I would sweep away any potential danger. So, that's what I'm going to do. Wait for me.
Why and you
We meet again. Thank you so much for all your help.
Nabil, what are you doing here?
Convicts from the desert are being escorted through Caravan Ribat, so I'm here to keep an eye on things. This should be the last group of them, so I'll be heading back to the Academia once they're cleared. The last few days have been quite the ride, but fortunately, I can say with confidence that this case is finally coming to an end. At first, the mercenary groups on the list were putting up quite a fight. They made several desperate attempts to cover up the truth. However, word is that someone crossed the desert and took out their main camp overnight. After that, people on the list started to put pressure on the higher-ups within the Academia. Everyone was on edge, and the case came to a standstill.
And? Then what happened?
Well, then we received word that Taj Rudkani had sacrificed himself on the case. The news really stirred up the members of our ranks. The Matra then moved together against the enemy. We cleared out the traitors from within the academia and arrested all the researchers on the list. Some of them managed to get out of the academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured all across Sumeru by the mysterious person who had defeated the mercenary groups. I even heard that someone was about to escape to Fontaine, but was still apprehended just at the border. Having more than 300 prisoners apprehended for interrogation has definitely shaken things up recently.
So that's the end of it. Catching everyone on the list means no more smuggling canned knowledge and no more victims. It was a lot of work, but Paimon thinks we accomplished something big.
That's right. Thanks again for your assistance. As for the mysterious person who hit the mercenary camp, that must be Sino, right? He's the only one I can think of who could accomplish such a feat. Speaking of which, have you been in touch with Sino these days? I think I just saw him when I was on watch nearby. He was walking with someone I didn't recognize, and then before I knew it, they were nowhere to be seen. If you happen to see him, please send my regards.
Sure thing, Nabil. You be careful too. Don't let any of those bad guys escape.
Don't worry about me. If anything happens, you can find me at the Academia anytime. Farewell then.
Surrender!
Trying to single-handedly bring 300 people to justice must feel pretty exhilarating. But I can assure you this is certainly not the best solution.
I'm aware. However, I learned something unexpected during interrogation. Apparently, someone had enticed Murtada Radkani into becoming interested in researching the Court of Desolation. Murtada had lived in his father's shadow all his life. Naturally, he wanted to conduct research that would seem groundbreaking and significant. After Murtada died, the organization tried to use Taj's shame regarding his son to add him to their ranks, toying with others' minds, treating lives like dirt, and doing anything for their own interests. This makes me angry.
Fine, I understand. This is a type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, take some just in case you need them next time. If thrown into the mud, the trap will grow rapidly and disperse a pollen that has a paralyzing effect. I don't have much use for the traps these days, but maybe you will and can help me collect more testing data.
Sino! Tainari! Oh, so Tainari must be who Nabil saw earlier. Are you also here to see Sino?
That's right. Sino asked me to collect some medicinal herbs to treat a girl named Simin. I also dropped by just to check for any injuries. He seems to be fine physically, but he looks a little more lonely than I remember. And Sino, relax. You don't always have to look so serious, you know? Why don't you play more Genius Invocation TCG? Kale has always been a little wary of you, and your stern expression certainly isn't helping.
How is Kale these days?
She's grown a bit taller, but her grades could use some improvement. She still made many mistakes on her last test, even after I had marked all the important content in the book for her. Her condition seems to be improving lately, so I plan on having her go outside more. It just so happens that I have something she can help me with.
Huh? You mean Kale is leaving Avidia Forest? What happened?
I've asked her to host some ad hoc lectures to teach the dangers of canned knowledge, as well as how to use it safely. Although we've apprehended all the criminals behind the recent smuggling case, there are many people who are still curious and seek after canned knowledge. So I decided to ask her to work on increasing knowledge and awareness on the topic. Please be sure to keep an eye on her.
I will.
If anything else happens, the three of you can find me in the Avidia Forest. Take care.
I've already caught those who were preparing to attack you in secret. Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they wouldn't know that you were involved in the case. So you can relax.
But what about you, Sino?
It's still not time for me to rest yet. Those who died have fulfilled their wishes, But those who are alive must continue pressing forward. I've been thinking about what Taj said in the Court of Desolation these last few days. His words were not empty. People do change. And no belief can completely resist the erosion of time. I just hope my own change will come slowly, so that I can press on a little further. That way, those who see me as their superior, and those who are following in my footsteps, will learn courage from my example, just as I gained courage from my own superiors, and my partner. I'll be fine. I'm also enjoying my chat with you right now, you know. There are many things I feel better about once I start to talk about them. Many people want to go to the desert to offer condolences for Taj. But I didn't share details with anyone. I'd prefer to avoid revealing the location of the Court of Desolation. One day, I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions. And then, I was hoping you'd join me in planting them on the remains of the Court of Desolation. By the way, something strange happened a few days ago. A merchant approached me and requested that I cover the cost of a desert travel kit. 1,250,000 mora. I didn't remember owing anyone mora, especially not that kind of amount. So I arrested the merchant on charges of provocation and disturbing the peace. Do you know anything about this?
Nope. Paimon has no idea what that could be.
โดนเรียบร้อย
By the way, something strange happened a few days ago. A merchant approached me and requested that I cover the cost of a desert travel kit. 1,250,000 mora. I didn't remember owing anyone mora, especially not that kind of amount. So I arrested the merchant on charges of provocation and disturbing the peace. Do you know anything about this?
Nope. Paimon has no idea what that could be.
จบแล้วโดริบ๊ายบายว่าแม่กดกี่รอบก็ตลกเลยเรียบร้อยโดริเอาโอ้ what โอ้ฟรีชอบ ชอบของฟรีทำภารกิจนิโรเสร็จก็จะได้เจมเพิ่มPaimon has no idea who that be 1,250,000 โมล่า ร้อยครับโดริบ๊ายบาย
Nowhere to run!
ไปจริงๆเลย นิโลแกรนบาซาร์ทางเข้าอยู่ตรงไหนอีกกันนั่นแหละฉันจำทางเข้าคอนเสิร์ตนิโลไม่ได้ โอ้เจริญพรนะยังไงวะน่ะหรือมีแสงที่ปอดิอุ้ย โอ้goodเอาเดี๋ยวอุ้ยเกือบแตกทางนี้มั้งถ้าจำไม่ผิดเลยใช่หรออ๋อ
Surrender!
นี่โลจ๋าดูยังไงมันก็คล้ายอายการ
Nilu, it's nice to see you again.
Oh, hey there, traveler in Paimon.
Are you here for some shopping too?
That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there, the Sub-Zerus festival turned out to be a grand success. And so, the theater wants to host a celebration event. Do you two want to come? It'll be a really fun time. It's something like a tradition of ours. Whenever we wrap an important performance, we'll get together and unwind. Rehearsals are exhausting. If you keep your nose to the grindstone, you're going to wipe yourself out sooner or later. Mr. Zubair, our manager, always says that celebrations aren't just for fun, but that they should also be occasions for reflection and review. But no one remembers that once the celebration starts. It's not like he can't also have some fun himself.
We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventures. Will your celebration also have lots of yummy food and drinks?
Of course. We always do lots of eating, toasting, and gift exchanging. We try really hard to show our appreciation for everyone.
Ah, so we'll need to bring a present. Hey! Paimon's gonna put you in a box first!
It's fine. No need to stress, Paimon. You can come, present or not. The gift exchange is just to make the celebration more entertaining. You two being there would be the best gift of all. It'll also be a good time to introduce you to the rest of the theater.
Is something up?
Yeah, but for now, it's more important for her to rest and recover. I tried to visit her, but I got turned away at the door. The people there wouldn't listen to a single word I said. All I could do was to leave a letter encouraging her to get some rest and keep her spirits up. She'll be better soon. And then we can celebrate together at the theater.
It's all thanks to you and Nilu that we managed to save Dunyarzad.
You're way too modest. Just now, I actually felt really self-conscious when Paimon talked about us in the same breath. Compared to you, I really didn't do much at all. Anyway, all that aside, are you thinking about coming to our event?
Paimon thinks it'll be a great time! What do you think, Traveler?
Alright, then let's head to— Wait, I completely forgot about this pile of stuff!
Whoa! Did you buy all of this?
Just one box. The rest were given to me.
That's way too many freebies! Many vendors give out samples for free.
All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more and more full until I can't hold. I was planning on making a few trips to bring everything back before continuing on with my shopping, but I don't think I'll have the time.
So this isn't even all of it? Of course! Carrying stuff is a piece of cake for her, right?
I'm so sorry to trouble you like this. I meant to invite you to our— Well, let's hurry up and grab—
Oh! Well, if it isn't Nilu!
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Of course I do! I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I've reserved some food for you in advance. Although, it looks like—
Please allow me to introduce them. And this is Paimon.
No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look, Traveler!
Don't underestimate Nilu. She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices from the jaws of a sumpter beast.
Don't think anything of it. I just help out when I can because everyone else takes such good care of— Anyway, sorry to get off topic.
Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have they ever tried any delicious tachin?
Ooh, what a fantastic idea! Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape. Mr. Jute, its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious. If you ever see kids crowding all around Mr. Jute's place—
But is it really just for the kids? Don't you often—
I just can't—
We're 2 peas in a pod! Who doesn't enjoy some good food?
Wait here. I'll bring some—
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat—
No matter how many times I eat it,
I wouldn't have offered it as a treat if I wasn't confident in the taste. I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged and ready.
You made so much.
It was nothing. Making one serve, don't worry about it. What kind of person would I be if I made you pay for a treat? Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back.
I'm starting to understand how you got so many things.
Nilu, good timing. I have the textile. If you took any longer, the sumpter beasts might—
You and your jokes. Sumpter beasts—
Jute said that some sumpter beasts ate his spices. Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that. Nilu, if it weren't for you, I would have lost—
Trying to pull anything out of a sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war.
So they really do eat anything, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Come now. You know, sumpter beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry, but because they like gnawing. The textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven from the fine— So even if a sumpter beast got snacky, it'd still have to chomp—
You've tested?
But of course! How else could I be so trustworthy? Well, that I wouldn't dare experiment with such a precious product.
True. It does sound like—
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest?
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you—
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic on her.
Tactic? So you mean—
I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Afshin is really good at spinning story. Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got. My philosophy is that our Nilu here is an extraordinary. After a while, Anyway, since then, I've come to.
It's okay.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from they're fine for general. Nilu, why don't you take them?
Huh?
Just think of it. It costs me Mora to.
Even so.
Nah, just take them. If you really feel that bad. Oh, yeah.
Wow, even.
Hurry and take.
There's still one more store. Are you alright holding on to that much stuff?
About time, Nilu. Farhad.
Please,
wouldn't spoiling your.
Yeah, please.
These. Weren't they at the
Yeah, and they're.
Oh, the more.
Oh, yes.
We even prepared. I really think we should wear. Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh?
That is.
Hey.
I know. Oh, right. What?
Oh. Oh.
It fits perfectly.
They're so pretty! Is there one that Paimon can wear?
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I wasn't expecting the theater to.
Fascinating.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. Let me help you. I'm a porter by trade.
That'd be great! Please and thank you. But we have a pro now.
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Otherwise, I may not be able to hold.
You're so obvious that even.
Shut it. Fine. Including Hushang's things, though, we'll each need to carry.
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra. Although I may not appear super strong at first glance, I actually do a lot of strength and balance are both really important for a dancer.
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things. The Traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't freeload. Paimon can't fly anymore.
Are you okay, Paimon?
Paimon's good to keep going. But Paimon now understands when people say there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Oh, that sure was a lot of stuff.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumter Man. Whew.
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
See ya. Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us. Of course, we're all like neighbors.
With this many
Later on, when you order the wrong item, or make too... That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies.
Oh,
this has become our norm. So really... Alright. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. Nope. You two are our guests. So please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Wow. The atmosphere here is so nice. Hello.
Who are you? You can't just go on the stage. Ah, I see. I'm just,
Is that embroidered?
No. It's just... sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
What an oddball. Oh, well. Hey there!
Doesn't look...
Hey!
You, on the other... How would you describe the concept? Mere curiosity is all. It makes no so unremarkable. Better than it is art a product that I, for one... I've been staying here. I prefer to abstain from ride. The existence of the theater, of Nilu, and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as form...
How does that have
Let me ask you this. What the chance of art?
Hey there, are you two?
You got it!
My name is Ray. The little ones causing a ruckus are. They always get really excited every time we hold. Yes, they are. There's good work. I'm quite.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
It's all right. My husband material struck, but I still can.
Sorry for.
Oh, it's all right. Once the event starts.
Look, Nilu's back! Let's meet up.
Sorry for the. I'll call everyone.
Let us give you a hint. Maybe we really should have prepared a gift. Then we could also be a part of the exchange. As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all. I didn't do that great of a job.
Oh, don't think like that. Remember, and besides, you've never attended a celebration of it.
I'm still.
There's nothing to be worried about. There aren't any scary people here.
Right.
Huh. All right. Maybe this will help. Everyone, over here! Inaya has.
Wait! I've already said that I'm not ready yet.
Take it easy and relax. Dave, if you don't say anything, then all the hard work we.
Using it as a gift, though?
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually... Yeah, it feels like... It looks like...
Actually, Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone before this...
Woohoo! We're gonna get our first present from...
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous she'll become. You've worked on it for so long, so have some confidence.
You've got this.
Is Mr. Zubair here? Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the Academia.
What a condescending guy.
เจอขยะในภารกิจนี้เลย
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the Academia's policies, as its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30...
Why?
Little girl, this is not the first time...
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked. We have more shows planned, but it's impossible.
That issue is of no concern to... You seem to understand the situation quite clearly.
Demolition?
The Academia has never liked us, and they've never respected our work. To them, well, this isn't the first time they've come by, but our audience isn't the If our shows are too difficult, changing our content would not only mean turning our... Yeah.
The way they...
But I also don't know how we can stop them.
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning. Time is of the essence.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an...
Ask whoever you will. The answer will remain the same.
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Huh? Father? Their family?
What Academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. You're just using the Academia's name to threaten us. Let me tell you, even if you manage to tear down this place, nothing is going to change. You've always been awful. But even I never thought my father would sink this low.
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you are, what you do, or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. I will not waste more time on pointless arguments. Wrap everything up and make preparations to shut down at once.
Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can do. That's it for today, everyone. Let's clean up. I'll go talk to them again tomorrow. The storms that come out of the blue are always the hardest.
Oh. ขยะ
Sorry. invited.
There's no need to apologize. Is it what that guy's?
Yeah, knowledge is king in
world.
Sumeru,
Oh.
and their pursuit of it leaves. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go. After Inaya ran away, she really talked. I never expected.
If you did nothing, who cares? Let's just take him in a fight. Dad.
I'll try to think of something. What to do.
Can you pretend? Or we could go through a list.
A debate? Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their problems, but how would that work?
Oh, if we can prove to Inaya's father that the Academia's position doesn't hold water.
I see. It's a good idea. Huh? No. I can't debate.
Nilu.
This theater holds a special, but I just don't know. Can I?
Paimon will help.
Thanks, you. All right. Even though I may.
That's our new.
Okay.
Surrender.
ID for Gem. Give me now.
Trying to best the academia in a debate is, if you really want to try.
I need more Gem. Give me now.
Things might turn out.
I am in favor of such a. Sure, in fiction, I'm not saying that anything is better than.
I'm also pitching in.
Thank you, everyone.
Not to rain on your parade. He's erudite. You all already knew that. But when all's said and done.
That's in.
Sorry. I just can't force myself to expect a positive outcome.
Yeah, it's way too.
You're right, Inaya. We're up against the but I still want to try. And it's not just me. I think, say what's on your. I mean, after all.
I understand.
Then, you can still get into.
Yes.
Then, play. But since we've decided, I by myself.
Right.
That's right, Miss. Beat the. Making me jerk. You too. We aren't getting into a fight, but thank you for your encouragement.
Well said back there, Nilu.
I felt that I might have said a bit too much. Mr. Zubair.
It won't be I have I did all of that to protect our. Yes. If I can't. In summary, you. As long as you.
All right.
While you. Once you're done.
Do we really?
Right now, Nilu. With your talent,
I've never I also want to.
You're becoming more. Do your best.
Hey.
Just notify the customer.
Inaya was right. It wasn't out of. After all, Neil might be a terror. She knows better than.
When the day comes, I'll get my friend. If anything goes, I can't.
My teacher. She was an excellent dancer, but she's retired now. If we have time later, I'd be happy to tell you more about her.
Inaya was right. It wasn't that after all. I'd be a terrible. She knows better than.
ฉันจะคุยกับใครล่ะนั่นอ๋อ
Paimon doesn't really.
So, you've already developed some prejudices.
Oh, Paimon.
Although, What do you.
They probably. I don't know. Does that count?
You answered.
No. Nilu's and the meaning of. In other words, this is something that the academia can
ทำไมมึง
never
ตีดแรง
understand.
ตีดเอาสักเถื่อนเลยยี่เท่กูกำลังจะหลับไป
I once pursued the mastery of art. However, I
NPC
found
เที่ยอะไร
that
ทำไมมัน
I
ตีด
remained even
แรง
perplexed
นึก
about
ว่าอั
this
ดตีตรง
conundrum
นี้
until I visited this theater and
It was that.
everyone in all on.
Hey.
But what be? I realized I left the so art will know if art
ขอบคุณ
cannot.
ครั
When you
บ
put it, Mr. Zubair.
เดิ
To
น
put
เลย
it
เมื่อกี้นี่
simply.
I once.
กับตัวเก้าอี้เว้
I
ยกำลังจะหลับ
cannot
เว้ย
for where my feet may take me next.
จู่ๆแล้วพูดคำว่าตีดแบบแรงๆนึกว่าจงหลี
You
อันตี
need to remember one. You cannot
I understand.
dust
โอ้ my
the cup.
god ตายให้
You really seem to care a lot about the theater.
ตีดแบบ
Once
แร
you
ง
get to know him, you'll realize that he's actually a big softie at heart. No one is allowed to.
Watch out, Mr. Big.
ตา
Wow. Paimon didn't think he had that in him at all.
Just notify.
คุยกับใครก่อน
Inaya was right. It wasn't out of after all. I'd be a terrible. She knows better than.
คุยกับใครต่อนะคุยกับเจนี่ก็เสร็จแล้วเดี๋ยว
This just came up.
Beats me. Every
นี่จะบี
This
กาย
just came up.
beats me. Every
This just came.
beats me. Every
ไม่ได้
This just came up.
beats me. Everyone else.
อ๋อก็ไม่มีแล้วนี่คนขายของเล่นก็คุยไปแล้ว อันนี้ก็ออกจากพื้นที่เจ๊เดี๋ยวอ๋อ
I didn't expect you. That reminded me. I can't do.
Sorry.
It's all right. There, have faith.
But won't you have her?
So relax. Look at us now. He was thrilled. We wouldn't be.
Are you?
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. The most important thing I can choose to believe. Similarly, good and bad are.
You have a.
Nilu, you don't have to be so.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. If
You're all right.
Futile!
You're here. Is the theater act?
He's been worried sick.
Hey,
What? Yes.
what the heck?
They're messing.
Don't tell me you'll have.
Come on.
Yeah.
There's no need to. If I win,
Really? That's terrific. You have my full support, no doubt about that.
Mine too. So what was their excuse anyway? They still not a fan of the theater's programs?
yeah, something like that.
Good thing they have the power to make rash decisions about things they don't even understand, huh?
Yeah, they need to touch more grass, not books. Exactly. They want to look down on us? We'll look down on them first.
Don't worry, everyone here has your back. The Academia's recklessness won't get them any praise.
Right. They might think that some forms of knowledge are more valuable than others, but everyone can equally appreciate art. If they don't believe that, send them my way. I got them beat on this subject.
Maybe you can prepare some questions on the details of dance performance to make things harder for them at the debate.
Sounds like a good idea. Maybe that's something I should do.
Ignore him. He's joking. Just do things your way. No matter what, we will always support you.
Thank you all so much. Your understanding and support make me feel a lot better.
There are always more solutions than problems. If you need help during the debate, just shout and the entire Grand Bazaar will be at your beck and call.
Gotta show them who has the people's support.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place. Let's head back to the theater and organize our thoughts.
Sounds good. Inaya should also be back soon.
Abi, have you seen Miss Inaya?
No, Miss Nilu. Miss Inaya isn't back yet. Wasn't she just passing on a message? Does she really need...
Traveler, Paimon, I think I missed part of Inaya.
What?
It's just a gut feeling, but Knowing her, she probably feels like she probably thinks,
oh, right.
She has a she doesn't think that we can win the debate. And she doesn't want to implicate us. So she...
And then she just...
Exactly. Anyway, first things...
But where should we...
I think I might know. Before I brought her to... If she has nowhere...
Then let's go to...
Yes.
Nowhere to run! Futile!
There are signs that someone had stayed...
But we can't confirm if it... Let's take a look around. Did you hear that?
I heard it too. Let's investigate.
Sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Yes, we're almost there.
Stay back!
It's Inaya! She being attacked by wild animals! Inaya, don't be scared! We're coming to help!
This dance is for you. Yeah.
กิเลส50 วอนดาเมจ91ท่านนี้ดาว3เต็มสุดเลยนะแต่ที่แฟกไม่ดีแต่ EM อะไรมันจะเยอะขนาดนั้นลูกพี่สิ้นชำนาญธาตุเป็นหลัก
There weren't so many big... Sorry.
Why did you leave? You really don't...
No. Everything happened because of me.
Yeah! Everyone's working together.
It's alright if it's me. You guys are the kindest people I've ever met.
Listen to me. Even if you were the reason that all of this happened, no, Mr. Zubair said that you're one of us. So that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
Nilu, you can't win a debate against the academia. Especially my father. He's all... I tried, but I'm no genius. Yeah.
So that's why you...
At first, for one exam, I thought that... I thought...
I see.
Yeah. I was tired of him, but... You think you should be proud of... I forgot how long I'd cried for. They argued for such... I've completely given up. We're destined to
How horrible!
I don't think you can beat him in a debate. He can never, and he just wants everything to happen according to his wishes. But we cherish...
It sounds like...
I understand, but when we were
Art must first be appreciated by others to...
Mr. Zubair has been... No. Everyone is freed. No. No. The most important... Miss Raykar, although she told me that I can sympathize those unhappy experiences. Don't let your past...
Oh.
Let the past stay in the past.
Let the past stay.
When I ran away from home, but you're right.
Maybe you'll disappoint him. Don't let go of the...
That's right.
You're right. I'm not trying to meet his I can't afford to lose anything more. The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with Father.
That's the spirit!
Let's go. I know him very well.
All right.
กันยูบี้มาทำไม
Nowhere to run!
Well,
Okay. Looking forward to your good news. That should be I'm not sure why, but...
You were great talk like that,
Thanks for that, but I still feel like it'll be an uphill... Yeah. I'm acting as... Huh? What's left?
Huh? What isn't a theater?
Wait. Let me think. Hinaya, not quite right.
Art must...
Ah! Got it. When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond.
A bond?
The theater provides... It also gives Hinaya, and its story won't end here. And we'll all, aside from the
Yeah, that but... Paimon doesn't see how this will... Oh, gotcha!
I feel like that's another
Paimon also...
Sorry for the wait. Things went a lot more... Why are you all smiling?
We realized that you...
We have to win.
Good deeds and bad. In the end, all will be placed upon the scales.
Your perspective... What is the best
What?
In the blink of an eye, it's already debate time! We did a lot of preparations with Nilu. Hopefully they were helpful.
Futile!
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan. I swear to judge both. I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also...
Since you you may have misunderstood us from the out. However, therefore, the work we have failed to... In other words, Zubair Theater...
Aggressive from the Nilu stand...
Calm down, Nilu. First, he said that we were shut down not because the academia looks down on the arts, but rather because our shows aren't up to their Don't think that would make for a good... Don't think that would make for... In your eyes, our shows can't meet the academia's expectations. shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the academia judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all. Everyone has the right to appreciate art.
Appreciation is but a primitive form of satisfaction. Guidance and enlightenment are necessary if we are to induce growth in the performers as well as the audience. This stance holds performers to a higher standard and encourages the development of the arts. If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for the betterment of society, then the people will not be able to develop a greater level of artistic understanding. Nurturing the populace's understanding requires a long and arduous process, and guiding this process is the academia's true goal.
He changed the topic without batting an eye. Good thing I'm prepared. If I remember correctly, what I should say here is...
Art must first be appreciated by others to...
The most important thing about an experience...
Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No. Can't do that. Mr. Zubair has been... Someone at our theater has tried that before. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could connect with his works. I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating complicated works. If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feelings, then its contents may as well be a castle in the sky. What's the point of performing a show that its audience can't even follow? That would only be forcing people to watch something they don't like.
You can only reach that conclusion from a place of ignorance.
In that case, before passing judgment, you should first become a better dancer than me.
You tell them, Nilu.
Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of the quality of Zubair Theater's programs. Likewise, the definition that Nilu put forth is but her personal opinion. Neither party is the victor for this particular point of contention. Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise greater control on their emotions.
Keep it up, Nilu! You're doing great!
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete matters. The essence of this issue is that you have violated the law, so you must now pay the price for your transgression. This course of action is also completely procedurally sound. We have already contacted Zubair Theater multiple times regarding the theater's repertoire. However, you have consciously ignored our warnings, or perhaps your compliance was purely superficial. Regardless, that failure has indirectly led to the present day's proceedings.
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed by the Academia.
He started talking about procedural stuff, so I need to focus on... Hinaya really wants to win. Everyone is free to appreciate art. Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the... Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operations. Everything is perfectly filled out and valid. Although the theater's performances don't align with the Academia's requests, the law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason. Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Otherwise, the theater can continue to operate as long as its license is valid. Failing to follow these rules makes your stance procedurally unsound.
Yeah!
That's right!
There are different ways to apply the rules. There is precedent for this. So long as this matter is discussed within the academia, this course of action will come to pass.
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of them support Sharif's claim and position. However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the academia. In other words, premature notice of demolition is indeed a rash act.
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently stands.
Cease your futile resistance.
Nilu's definitely won this point, right? You're right. Stay focused, Nilu.
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the Academia's policies on numerous occasions. Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in Sumeru.
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater's performing rights.
That's a thing?
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience and their patronage as your source of income. Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building. And without its performances, the theater has nothing else of value.
What you said isn't true at all.
Keep it cool, Nilu!
Right. I need to keep calm, but he... Just a little more. Zubair Theater isn't just a performance venue to us.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer
The most important thing about an
The theater carries everyone's feelings. Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than that. It's been our home for a long time. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore, but she has found a stable career and a new life at the theater. Her son, Sorin, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater to watch us grow. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on, and they always tell us lots of entertaining stories. Even Inaya wants to stay with us, and she's starting to look forward to a new future. Zubair Theater exists for them. For every single one of us.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experiences. However, you have misconstrued something, young miss. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal theater operations. Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees work for their wages, and the audience comes to enjoy performances. Relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. They may be pleasant and captivating, but they can only ever be secondary. When scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems, we freely share our knowledge and resources with one another as if we were all kin. However, this collaboration ends after the results of our work are published. The reason is simple. We are scholars, and there are new projects that await our attention.
He really doesn't think much of relationships. Paimon also thinks he did a lot of prep. He's been solid as a rock.
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of the two for this point of contention. The continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilu spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition, whereas the situation that Sharif described has been well documented at the academia. The academia has made significant academic contributions, in no small part due to its researchers' efficiency and ability to compartmentalize.
Oh no! What should we do? Things are going in the opposite direction! A setup? So Nilu's got him?
Good. He said what he said. The next argument could decide this debate. But is this really the best thing to do? It might be too cruel to Inaya. She already agreed to this. She wants to win, no matter what. Me too. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved or abandoned, those relationships would have no more reason to continue. Then, if someone has failed to live up to his expectations...
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home, then she shouldn't be your daughter anymore. Right?
Inaya...
Sorry, Nilu. As expected, I should be the one to say it. You don't need to shoulder this responsibility for me. If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, then that goal has ended in complete failure. By your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship as father and daughter.
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party, please speak with caution.
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilu will.
No matter how many disagreements we've had, the truth is that you are still my father. You're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand why we come together for the sake of relationships.
Yeah, don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere, but there's only one Zubair Theater.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with the idiotic things he said.
Order! Order! Members of the audience, do not interrupt debate proceedings.
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate. But before that, Father, I have some final words to say. I've been doing some soul-searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home, but whether there was any point to my personal rebellion against you. I kept trying to earn your approval, but I only disappointed you over and over. The truth is, I ran away from home as a means to vent my recurring frustrations. That is to say, I was exerting pressure on you, and hoping you'd give up on your lofty expectations. But by doing that, wasn't I just doing the same thing as you? I won't force my expectations upon you anymore. At Zubair Theater, I have found the life I've always wanted. I will move on from my family troubles and strive towards my new goal. But if you dare to harm this place, then I will stand with my friends here and fight against you.
This is not the time to space out, Sharif. The debate is still underway.
You already consider them to be your friends.
You should be asking us that question.
Of course we are!
Miss Inaya is a really good friend.
It was a bit of a process, but we won her over.
Make no mistake. All those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will always be with her.
Such puerile simplicity. However, it is surprisingly a relief.
Wait, what are you... never mind.
They left?
Does that mean we've won?
We won?
Nilu, you're amazing!
I relaxed for a moment and I feel a little... It looks like he still has a place for her in his heart.
Terrific work, Nilu and Anaya.
Didn't know you could get so fierce. I have a lot of newfound
This really took a lot out of me.
Both Miss Nilu and Miss Inaya were so...
Should we throw a second round of celebration?
too. Yes, I feel I don't think I could repeat what I did a second time. Yes, and it's all thanks to you. Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher. Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child. There was a beautiful dancer, and from the moment I saw her, I couldn't look away. I thought to myself, the god... But later on, she would actually smile down at me and say, yeah. She said it is a beautiful... In other words, she wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted was right. The same as what Miss... I was completely moved by what she had said before she This is why Mr. Zubair, even though it ended up causing everyone a... Although, yeah, before he left, he probably has a lot of things he wants to say. Yeah, you and Paimon...
Are you still worried about Inaya? Let's be sure to come back often.
You two are welcome here. I think...
กลางคืน6 ทุ่ม
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to our newest member, Hinaya.
Hello, everyone.
She'll be dancing.
Inaya's taken her When you stop and think about it, have Nilu's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's Huh? What do you mean by that? If he really wanted to... Oh, well. It's not like we can understand how people like him think. Huh? Wait. Look who the cat Isn't that Inaya's father?
Oh. I don't have much to do today, so
Are you...
No, I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need to trouble. Well, I was for a time. My loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face for the academia, so there was a period of unrest. I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me from duty. Otherwise, the rumors would probably persist for even longer.
Suspended from duty?
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed. However, I now have an abundance of time, so I admit that I do not understand the magic. That I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inaya would almost certainly mature in the presence of such a person. There are no parents who do not worry about their children. I suppose she managed to hit a weak spot of mine. Never mind.
You're already here, so...
No, that is not... Do not tell her that I was here.
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again? But...
Huh?
You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown. Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back. Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You're sure they'll be okay?
I don't know, but I think we should have faith in them.
Yes, Inaya. I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours, if you'll take it. You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
Let's have a heart-to-heart, Father.
Like father, like daughter. They're both so awkward with their feelings.
Yeah, she probably would have snuck away as well if I didn't drag her back.
Do you think they'll be able to reconcile?
I'm not sure. A complete reconciliation may also not be the best. All those years of arguments and misunderstandings can't be settled overnight. It might be best if they continue to keep some distance for now. But no matter where their hearts and body, all I wish for them is to... Oh, by the way, everyone's really thankful to you for helping out with the debate. So, we made you a little something.
Isn't this... Whoa! This is amazing!
Mr. Zubair and Miss Rekar and Miss Nadja made as adventurers. That's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey.
We'll come back and watch you dance whenever we get the
You're welcome. And there's... Come on, take it.
Life is so dull here. I'm really looking forward to the new play.
In my opinion, Dad, let me watch it. This is the best stall in the whole bazaar.